Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Abhigya Salesforce Real-Time Scenario series. Today we are going to discuss to the another real-time scenario on the Lightning Web Component. So here is the our use case. So as a Salesforce user, they want to access to the Lightning Web Component. With the combo box, user can able to select to the opportunity stage values and they can click onto the submit button and display the opportunities. So what are the stages we are selecting, right? Those opportunity records we need to display, and that too we have to the which user is the logged in, that user related opportunities only. So they can quickly and review the their opportunities by this stage. So let's see how we are going to implement by this use case. So before going to implement this use case, I will show you the preview here before we are going to develop. Okay, so this is the here filter by the opportunities. So here we can display by the all our opportunity stage values into the in the combo box. Usually we know, right, and the opportunity stage is the pick list, but here we are displaying by the combo box. Why? Because means user can able to select one or more values. So for example, we are going to select by these two values, and here we can select to the here. When we are selecting to the here, the submit button will be the enabled by the here. Once we click onto the submit button, see here, what are the stages we are selecting now? Qualified and prospecting, that related opportunities only the populated by the here. That opportunities only populated by the here. So let's see how we are going to implement by this use case step by step. So come to the here, come to the Visual Studio. Okay. So now come to the here. So nowadays we know, right, we are going to use it by the Agentforce Vibes, right? So how we are going to implement by our use case with the help of the Agentforce Vibes, okay? So here is the our prompt. Already I prepared by the prompt for the time saving, okay? So we have the plan to implement it by the filter by the opportunities by this stage. So here we can build by the LWC component. We are given to the opportunity filter by the stage, and it is the we can use it to the either app page or home page. That's why I'm going to give it by the exposure to that, and fetches to the opportunity stage pick list values via LDS without using to the Apex class. We can get by the our pick list values. We can get it by the our pick list stage pick list values. After that, we can use it by the dual combo box to we can display it by the what we have the retrieved by the stage values. Okay. And enable to submit button only when at least to select by the one stage. Okay. At least we need to select by the one stage, then only the enable to the this submit button. And after that, based on the selection of the stage values, we can call it by the our apex class imperatively. So here our apex class we are fetching to the logged in user by the our values. Okay. So let's take it by the next line. Easy to here and display the result in the lightning data table with the columns also. What are the columns is the I required name, stage name, amount, and close date. So if there is no any opportunities, we can just display the there is no opportunities when the data set is the empty. So for the implementation, we need to use by the try catch blocks. Why? Because might be getting any errors. We are going to handle by the errors. We are using to the try catch methods. So technical also we are giving the naming conversion here. Get pick list values for the stage names with no apex and wire method. We can use it for the if any required, okay, and imperatively calling for the while the filtering to the our opportunity records. So try catch, already we discussed it, that one, and standard data table. Okay. Empty state message as per the requirement. Let's copy to this all. Okay. So we can paste it to the here. So we can select by the here act directly. It is going to be implemented by the here. If you want to only plan for means, we can select by this. Initially, it is given to the only plan. It is not created by the any LWC components or and any Apex classes. So now I'm going to select by the act here. Then I hit on to the here. Based on to the here, our inputs, it is going to create by the our LWC component, what we are given. Let's see. So nowadays we know right directly we can use it by the Agentforce Vibes too. We can create by our LWC components or Apex classes, Apex triggers, anything. Okay. So I think so it's still thinking. Okay, it's going to start the here. So it is given the I will plan to implement by the bundle LWS and Apex classes by the controller name. Okay, that is also very good, right? Then it is creating to the here. So initially it is creating by the HTML component. So with the dual box, see here. And then still it is creating. Okay, once we can review to the, all these things, what are the stage values and on the submit button, everything is finite, has data, then only we are going to display the data. If it is might be empty, there is no any opportunities. This is also we are mentioned, right? Show empty state. Yeah. So once we can review by our code here, click on to the save. Then it is generating to the new JavaScript file. Okay, so click on to the save. Still, it is creating by the JavaScript logic. HTML. I think something is here. Let me check it. Bundle created. Resume task. Just a second, we can check it. Not sure what happened. So it is thinking now. Yeah, now JavaScript file also be the created. Okay, still it is creating for the show toast message also. Once it is created, again it is showing to the save button here. So here also we can able to review by the all our JavaScript function here. See here we are using to the pick list value purpose, right? So that is using by the get object information, get pick list values and object API name and stage API names here we are retrieving. Okay, so still loading. Still thinking. Wait for this some time. Still loading. Yeah, now it is successfully created by the JavaScript file as well. So before going to save this, you can verify the your logic once. Okay. So here, if you want the any changes you want to record, you can do by the changes. As of now, just I'm going to save this. So successfully created by the JavaScript file as well. So before click on the save button, already we discussed right without using to the Apex class, then only we need to get it by the our pick list values. We are using by the object information and get pick list value information. Okay. So now here based on this, it is fetching by the our pick list values. Okay. So let's discuss once fully implemented by the this logic step by step again. Okay. So click on to the resume task. So JavaScript file is created, then it is going to create by the like our yeah metadata file. Why? Because means we are going to use it by the app page or home page, right? But it is by default given by the all the pages. So we can enough for to the only for the app page. So I'm removing to the rest of things this. So here, if you want to keep it by the master label, same thing, or if you can change by the your own naming conversion also by the your master label name. So click on to the save. So then finally it's going to create by the our Apex class. So it is going to fetch it by the values set. Okay, it is created by the CSS for the data table or this is so okay. Click on to the save and thinking to the here. Again, click on to the resume task. So let's say it is going to create by the Apex class now. Yeah, it's created by the Apex class. Okay. So resume. Uh, I'm not sure some my Visual Studio Code something issue. Okay, yeah, now it's creating by the filter opportunities by the stage controller class. I think so, something again fishy. Let me check it. So still loading. Um, yeah, now it is successfully created by the here by the our Apex class controller. Okay, let's review and save it by the this one also. Okay, let's save. Once it is saved, it is the generating by the metadata for the our controller class. So still thinking to be create by the metadata file. Yeah, it is the created by the configuration file to the here. Okay. GS, I think we no need to record page. Already we are given, but again it is asking. Let's save. So still thinking to the created by the Apex class metadata file also. Okay, then it is created by all these. So initially I'm going to deploy it by the our Apex class before deploying to the LWC component. Right click and deploy to this source arc. So initially we are deploying to the our Apex class. Uh, yeah, already I told a meta file. It's not created. Already we discussed it. I think so. This is the getting an error. Let's give it by the same thing to the here. So we can ask to the create by the that one. It is going to create by the at XML file also. Usually it is created, but I'm not sure why it is not created by the class meta file also. So while we are trying to deploy it, it is throwing an error. Yeah, this is the created now. Click on save. Then come to the our class. Still it is thinking something else. Let me see. So now we are going to create the record. So now it is created. Then we are going to right click, deploy to this source org. Still getting something error. Variable does not exist with. So line number 44. Let me check it something for the security controller, security enforce. We can remove at present, not a required this one. Let's save and deploy to this source org. Yeah, now it is deployed successfully. Then after it is deployed successfully our Apex class, then you can deploy it by the your LWC component bundle. So right click this whole bundle we need to deploy, right? Deploy to this source org. So might be something issue here as well. Let me check it wire decorator. So here we are don't have the wire decorator we are given, but it is not appended by the wire. Okay, so let's try to deploy. So these are the errors, right? Just we can give it by the directly again fix to the with the Agentforce Vibes. So trying to fix it by the issues. Now it is appended by the at the rate wire. Okay, let's save. Let's deploy to this source org. Lightning record pages, right? We are not using by the record page, so no need for this. Let's save and deploy. So this is very important. Why? Because means it is generated by the Agentforce Vibes, right? So we need to understanding the which code we need to remove, which code we are going to modify. So that is also very important. It is generated, but we want to know right system is generated by the correct code or not also. Okay. So now it is deployed successfully. Then come to the Salesforce or going to the create by the one app builder page. So Lightning app builder page. So click on to the new Lightning app builder. So this is the our right same label name I'm giving to the here app page. So one region, click on done. So here opportunity by this one. Okay. So opportunity filter by stage. Drag and drop to the here. So now it is populated by the here all our stages without using to the Apex class. Let's save. Let's activate. Yeah, going to give it by the our application name, my LWC development. So click on save. Back to the here. So open by the our page. Opportunities by filter stage. Okay, let's it is we are going to open. So let's open to the here my LWC development. This is the my application name. Now here filtered by the stage. See here now it is populated by the all the here stage names. Now I'm going to select by the any two stages. Select by this when it is selected. Submit button will be the enabled. Once I click onto the submit button, so here it is showing the two opportunity records is founded by the here in this arc. This is the different arc. This is the my different arc. That's why it is showing the two only. So here we are going to add it by the one more. So to total three. So now I'm going to select by the closed one. I'm removing to the all these. Click on submit. See here, closed record totally fetched by the 14 opportunities here. And if we are trying to remove this, this is the automatically disabled. Why? Because we are not selecting the anything, right? That's why submit button is the not enabled. So here click on to the submit. Again, three records. So like this, based on to the our requirement, agent force will be the created. So then it is the implementation time also we can check it by the it is generated by the correct code or not. If is the any changes is required, we are going to do the changes also. Okay. So we need to check it by the code very carefully. Okay, why? Because system is generated by their own format, right? So if you requirement, what is the your requirement based on that, you can do the some changes also by the after build by the Agentforce 5. So here Without using the Apex class, we are getting by the object information and the pick list values. So this is the logic for the without using to the Apex class. Based on to the LDS only, we are going to get it by the object information and stage values. This is the storing by all our stage values. And here we have the submit button, right? Once we click on to the handle submit, it is sending to the our information to the our Apex class. Okay, so here we are going to pass it to the our details to the our Apex class, then get back to the information. That information showing into the table before going to the table. So here we are given by the column this name, stage name, and the close date. So here this is the dual box information, that is the pick list values in the display with the dual box. They are selecting the one or more. And here submit button. So how when it is going to disable when we are not selected by at least one value, it is automatically disabled. Otherwise, it is the enable. This is also be the dynamically we are setting by the true and false. See here, search here. So selected changes length greater than 0, automatically it is going to the true. Then it is the disable. If we are selecting the any values means length is not 0, right? It is returning to the false. Okay, so based on it, it is automatically displaying the button or hiding the button. And here we have the display the data. If we have the data, it is displaying. The rows also here, what are the records is retrieving from the Apex class, that will be displayed. Columns, what we are defining by the columns. And let's come to the Apex class. So what are the selected values we are passing to the here stage names based on the stage names. So it is retrieving to the data from the our Apex class. See here, what are the values? Sanitize nothing but the what are the pick list values we are adding to the here. What are the we are selecting now? That is the values. Maybe system giving me their own format namings. If you want, you can modify with the your own namings also, like a stage name, selected stage names like this. And one more also we are given by the username, right? Logged in user based, we are going to get it by the opportunity. It is retrieved by the based on to the logged in user as well. So nowadays we can generate by the code with the vibes or any like we use so many like ChatGPT or we are using by the Gemini, so many AI tools. But main thing is the how it is the build, and we need to identify or we need to verify the system generate AI generated by the code. That is also we need to understand, right? So very careful to review the your code and where it is exactly suitable and it is the suitable to the our exact our requirement or not. We need to verify the all those things. Okay, then finally we can see the our result. Okay, I hope it's clear how it was the implemented with the using the Agentforce Vibes and how it is generated by the code as well. Thanks for the watching and stay tuned for the more real-time scenario.